Hello guys, I'm Kiri, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about E31 BMW Series 8, which was in production from 1989 till 1999. This was the first Series 8 cars from BMW, and how you know bigger number mean more luxury BMW car. Oh, we know Series 1, 2, 3, they are small cars, but then Series 5, 6, 7 or even 8, they are more bigger and more luxury cars. So E31 was a Grand Tourer two-door car, front longitudinally mounted V12 or later V8 engine, automatic or very rare 6-speed manual transmission and only rear-wheel drive. Very classic configuration, especially when the V12 engine is engaged with the manual gearbox. This is a really very interesting car, and what I notice, today the collectors starting looking for this car more and more. In time probably the E31 is going to be more valuable. BMW started to work on this model in 1984, very secretly of course, and after 5 years of development the car was finally ready for the 1989 very famous European Frankfurt Motor Show. The car was a real sensation, was like nothing else, like a spaceship in and out. The design was very new even for BMW. The first model was 850i, so 8 from Series 8 and 50 stands for 5000cc, so V12 engine and producing 300 horsepower. The same power like the Ferrari 348 exactly on that time, but BMW was much more luxury and even expensive than the Ferrari. But the real rival for this car was the same year, 1989, the brand new Mercedes R129 SL. BMW E31 was coupe only, so no convertibles and 4 doors like the new model, and the Mercedes R129 SL was only in convertible version, so probably this was some agreement between them, or they just realized this was the better idea for both brands. The other competitor, the Jaguar XJS, was in both versions, coupe and convertible, but was a very old model compared with E31 BMW and the SL R129. The price when new in 1990 was over 140,000 Deutsche Marks, but for this money you had everything. V12, sport, luxury, rare and brand new model. Was only available in 2 doors versions, coupe with a separate boot lid, frameless doors, pop-up lights, 4 exhausts, so we said early. First arrived the bigger version BMW 850i, V12 5 liter 4988cc naturally aspirated engine producing 300 horsepower, 450 Newton meters of torque and rear wheel drive only. Was a big car but comfortable for 4 people. With wheelbase 2 m 685 mm, the car was long 4 m 780 mm and wide 1 m 855 mm and was high just 1 m 340 mm because it was sport car of course, with curb weight near 1.8 ton, or to be more precise for the very early version 850i 1790 kilograms. Of course was heavy, but don't forget it's a V12 and very luxury, loaded with all the possible options. The tires originally 235/50 R16 front and rear disc brakes, but we don't need to mention that of course. The performance was very good, and how you can expect from a V12 sport car. The maximum speed was electronically limited of course to 250 km per hour or 155 miles per hour. Acceleration from 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 km per hour 6.8 seconds. This was a little bit slow compared with the Mercedes, let's say W140, the limousine, SL500, the S500 6.5 seconds, even the 600 SEC 6.1 seconds. So BMW 850 was a little bit slow, from the acceleration 0 to 62 or 100 kilometers per hour, but was very reliable car for long rides, especially very much loved in USA. 850i was the first model and was in production till 1994. But in 1992 was presented 850 CSI. Now, these letters, CSI, are legendary. BMW increased the capacity to 5.6 liters, 5,576 cc, and again only 24 valves, so 12 cylinder by 2 valves, 24 valves. So they choose to have only 2 valves per cylinder because of the variability. And the power went up to 380 horsepower for BMW 850 CSI. This number now was very serious. 380 horsepower, of course, is near 400 horsepower. And of course they changed many things on the CSI model. The new wheels and tires, 235, 45, 17 on the front, 265, 40, 17 on the rear. So with new suspension, brakes, etc, etc. The performance was better than the standard 850i, so 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour, just 6 seconds. And again 250 kilometers per hour or 155 miles per hour, electronically limited maximum speed. But the weight was more as well, so 1,865 kilograms. Was in production from 1992 to 1996, so this was maybe the top model BMW 850 CSI. But in 1993 was released the economical model BMW 840 Ci, like the car in front of us today. So what was different? Well, the engine. This time we have V8 engine and 4-liter capacity, 3,982 cc. This is well known from Series 7, 740 and even Series 5, 540i. But the power was very similar to the V12 engine, to the 850 model, so 286 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. So 850 was just 300 horsepower, this is 286, so just 14 horsepower less than the 850 model V12. The performance actually was similar as well, from 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour, 6.9 seconds. Again 250 kilometers per hour and 155 electronically limited maximum speed. The curb weight was even over 1.8 ton, because they improved something. Was V8 lighter engine, but they improved many things on the car, so the weight went over 1.8 ton. The same wheels like 850i, 235 50 16. The car was in production until 1996. In 1996, this 840 model was updated to actually the same name, 840 Ci, but, or CII for the automatic version, but the engine was enlarged to 4.4 liter, so 4,398 cc. So they didn't choose this time the name like BMW 844 or 845, so they keep the same 840. The power was the same, 286 horsepower, larger capacity, but the same horsepower, 286, but the Newton meters went up, 420. Better performance, 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour, 6.6 seconds. Was in production until the end of Series 7, 1999. The original model 850i, we talked in the beginning, was 300 horsepower, and the production stopped in 1994 when was replaced then 850 Ci or CII. They enlarged the engine to 5.4 liters, 5,379 cc, and the power went up to 326 horsepower. This time the same as the Mercedes 500 SL or 500 SEL or the W140 Coupe 500 SEC, but 490 Newton meters of torque. Was available only 5-speed automatic version. The car has better performance, of course, 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour, 6.3 seconds. Don't forget, the original 850 was 6.9 seconds, so this was new engine, more elastic, more responsive. So the tires, they were 235 45 R17 front and rear. All Series 8 E31 are equipped with the 90-liter fuel tank, because the cars actually they're thirsty, doesn't matter the V12 or V8 engine they eat in, because it's big car, big capacity engine, 300 horsepower or more. So 90 liters was the capacity of all BMW Series 8. By the late 80s and early 90s standards, BMW E31 was not a supercar, but was very near there, and was a direct replacement of 1970s, 1980s BMW Series 6, which was very successful car. Oh, we remember the model 635 CSI or M6. The first one was very great car. So guys, I hope you liked the video about this E31 BMW Series 5, the first one, the original one from 1989 to 1999. If you like the video, guys, please subscribe my channel and see you next time. Bye.